Hey everybody, Kelly Engineering here, and welcome to episode 41 of Project Ozone 3. In between episodes, I upgraded my altar a little bit. I made a bunch of imbued slates, and then promptly used them all, making these runes of capacity. And let's see, runes of capacity, here we are. So the runes of capacity, really simple to make. All you need is some buckets, but what they do for you is they allow more life essence to be stored in your blood altar. So you see that it actually holds 34 buckets now instead of the standard 10 buckets it usually holds. I really want to speed this thing up, so I decided to start the episode. I was going to wait till I had more imbued slates before doing that. But yeah, I really need to make sure that this thing can be AFK because I'm sick of standing here. I don't know how many days I've been AFK. In world days, I've been AFK just waiting for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make... Yeah, here they are, displacement runes. And displacement runes are the same exact recipe, it just requires some blank runes, imbued, water buckets, and stone. And what these will do is these will allow a faster transfer rate of fluids from a tank into the blood altar. By default, it's only like 20 millibuckets. And so by putting those displacement runes all around, and yeah, like I said, I'm going to make 8. Yeah, I'm going to make 8 of them. And that should help me transfer fluid from this creative fluid tank filled with life essence into the blood altar without having to just wait and right click with my dagger of my sacrificial dagger rather. And yeah, other than the capacity runes, I also made speed runes and runes of self-sacrifice. So the runes of self-sacrifice actually increase the amount of life essence I create by harming myself with the sacrificial dagger. And then the speed runes will actually increase the transfer rate of life essence into whatever I happen to be infusing at the time. So, yeah, these reinforced slates are becoming imbued slates much quicker with the help of these speed runes. And it's only 4 of them. I could probably, I could add a heck of a lot more over there. But those are what the purpose of the runes are in your altars. With only 8 of the displacement runes, it's still going pretty slow. So I brought up the article for it inside the guidebook, and it says with 20 runes on the altar, so it would be 767 life points per operation. Wow. Yeah, I don't know really how to speed this up anymore, and it's unfortunate that I require these displacement runes in order to do it. Because, yeah, this is an ultimate mechanical pipe. This should be an unlimited amount of fluid transfer, but I am limited by the mod itself, not by mechanism. So, yeah, that is what that is. I'm going to keep on trying to make this a little bit better. And yeah, I'll be back with you once I try that. Once I try out a few things. So I'm just about ready to make my tier 4 altar. I just need some bloodstone brick, and bloodstone is the next thing that we need to create inside our forge using these. But I just really... when this was the tier 3 altar and I was just using the dungeon bricks from Galacticraft here, it looked nice, but as I expanded it out, I'm not liking how much red and orange is going on. Like, yeah, it really worked when it was small, so I think I'm going to... I was looking at the dungeon brick, and I think the moon dungeon brick would actually go a lot better on this outside row, at least aesthetically, and it would also blend in better since I'm placing this on the roof of the factory. But regardless, let's go to the Hellfire Forge. So the first thing that we need to make in order to make these bloodstone shards, I need glowstone, redstone, gunpowder, and nuggets. I'm going to throw my common Tartaric gem in here to charge it up, and I'm going to get a binding agent. Here we go, binding reagent. So I'm going to make 8 of these, and how much is this using? Oh, it's not using much at all. Cool. So I'm going to make 8 of these because I'm going to make a full set of living armor, and then the bound weapons and tools. Here we go. Here are all 8 of them, and the bound recipes are really easy. It's just an alchemy array. So I need to throw a diamond sword and then just diamond tools into the alchemy array with this binding reagent, and I will get the bound version of it. With the bound sword, I can attack enemies, and it will give me blood shards. Those blood shards are what are needed in order to create the blood stone and then the blood brick. So, let's get that working. So here we are, going to place down my arcane ash, put in the binding reagent, and then I'm going to put in the diamond sword. And wow, what a cool looking ritual. So let it finish. It's going to shoot some lightning. I'm not even sure how long this takes. There it is. Alright, so we have the bound blade. If you shift right click, it will actually become an active mode. And when it's in active mode, where is my divination sigil? So you see that when I'm right clicking, it's actually going down by 20 life points. That's because I had it active. So you always have it in active mode whenever you're not using it, because you can drain your life points pretty easily. Jeez, why do I always lose track of where it is? So let's head into the hunting dimension. Oh, son of a gun. I thought this was fixed when I switched the save over to a new profile. Alright, difficulty, hard, awesome. Move this to active mode, and when I kill mobs, I have a chance to get... Nope, no blood shards. I have a chance to get the blood shards I need, so... that stinks. Well, I'm just going to keep killing until I get the blood shards. Alright, I managed to get a total of 4 weak blood shards. 1 to make my large bloodstone tile, 1 to make my upgraded blood orb, and another to make the next tier of Tartaric gem, and then a 4th to who knows what I'm going to need it for in the future. So now that I have those, let's get rid of you, and make some tiles. Awesome. So I'm about to have my tier 4. Oh, I also made the bound tools as well, just so I can stop having that stuff stuck in my inventory. Here we go. Alright, take out my divination sigil. Oh, this is still just a... There it is. We have a tier 4 blood altar. So now that I have my tier 4 blood altar, the first thing we're going to do is take one of those blood shards. Blood. Here we go. And drop it in. Wow, I was not expecting that. That took about 40,000 life essence in order to upgrade. But I have my master blood orb. So now let's create the next tier of Tartaric gem. So we're just about ready to make the greater Tartaric gem. Unfortunately, we need one more thing, and that thing is Demon Will crystals. So Demon Will crystals means we're finally going to be getting into rituals for blood magic. So let's make some ritual stones. Where are the ritual stones? Well, we got to make the master anyway, but... Alright, here we are, ritual stones. So, with reinforced slates, one of your blood orbs, and obsidian, you get 4 ritual stones. And I'm going to make, I don't know, 32? I may have made 36, but that's because you need 4 of them in order to make the master ritual stone. So, also, I made these inscription tools already, and this is just by dropping various items inside of your blood altar. There's like magma cream, a piece of obsidian, a block of coal. Easy stuff. I also need to make the, what is it called? The diviner? Yeah, alright. The ritual diviner. So, using 4 of the inscription tools to stick in 4 diamonds, you have the... That is super weird. Yeah, I definitely have inscription tools. I hate it when stuff doesn't pop out automatically. So I am not sure the exact order of this. Let me figure that out real quick. Here we go, Ritual Diviner. So the Ritual Diviner is going to make things a little bit easier for me to tell where the what ritual I need. So I'm going to place down my master block, and then Ritual Diviner, shift right click, Serenade of the Nether, Ritual of Full Spring. The one I am looking for is it the Ritual of Interdiction? It may be the Ritual of Interdiction. No, it's Resonance of the Faceted Crystal. So, yeah, like I said, I'm shift-clicking through these, trying to find the correct one. Huh. Why is it not in here? Yeah, it's not in here. That is weird. Well, I jumped the gun. So, I'm dropping a cauldron, diamond, lapis, and stone in here, along with, where is my Tartaric gem? So this is going to create a demon crucible. Here we go. And if I place the demon crucible, and I have chunks open for a reason. Yeah, let's set it right here. So if I place a Tartaric gem or something that contains will, and I'm hoping demonic will. Nope, demonic will does not work. So, Tartaric. Here we go. I have a lesser Tartaric gem that has 256 in it. So, place that in here, and I am now saturating the chunk with will. And then, after I do that, in the meantime, let us create 2... Come on. These are demon crystallizers. So, I'm going to create 2 demon crystallizers and place them in the adjacent chunks. Right here. Oh, this is it's a slab. Isn't that great? Here we go. Alright, and then one right here. Boom. Oh, that didn't work because of the... whatever. We'll see how this goes. So, yeah, this is slowly... Let me get my divination sigil. Oh, it doesn't actually show me anything. I have no way to know if I'm doing this right. Since there's no particles or anything, who knows? God, so much has changed. So I had it right and wrong at the same time. The demon crystallizer needs to be in the same chunk that the crucible is in, because the crucible is filling this whole chunk up with raw will, and the crystallizers are taking that raw will and making crystals out of it. I've already broken one of the crystals, just so I could actually make my better Tartaric gem, but I am going to let these grow a little bit, and according to the book, I think it said a total of like 7 crystals can grow on one of these at a time. So yeah. How much has been taken? Oh, not much at all. Just like 250. Here we go. Awesome. The Greater Tartaric Gem. So I'm going to throw this common in here. Let it... I'm sick of running so dang fast. I'm going to let more crystals grow over time. And I'm going to head into the hunting dimension and grow this puppy up. Or fill this puppy up with will. So I've just got done with the Hellfire Forge, creating these Demon Will Crystal Clusters. So that's just 4 Demon Crystals, with any sort of Tartaric gem supplying the necessary will to it. And after that, we're ready to start our ritual. So I have here the very standard ritual stones with the Master Ritual Stone inside. I already have the... in order for the proper ritual to show up in the Diviner, I had to attune it to Dusk, which was just 2 Dusk inscription tools. No problem there. The recipe is also rather easy. So yeah, 2 Dusk, 2 Demonic Slate, easy. So, I also have this Demonic Crystallizer here, and then I'm going to place the crystal on top of there. So, 1, 2, 3... There we go. Alright, so we have all 4 of those, and I just realized I haven't crafted something to actually activate this crystal, this ritual. So, give me a moment. So in order to create my activation crystal, I'm going to make this lava crystal, easy enough. Throw in wherever the heck my blood orb happens to be. Where is my blood orb? Whatever, the magician will do. So, got my lava crystal. Clear all that out, and head over to the blood altar. Take the lava crystal, throw it inside the blood altar, and wait for it to drain some stuff. There we go. Got our weak activation crystal. So the weak activation crystal is going to work for stuff like this. Actually, I'm not sure if it's going... With the crystallizer sitting here on top, I can't actually activate it. But I need the crystallizer here. Oh boy. Well, here's my main problem. This was supposed to be a structure 2 blocks high. So, yeah, the ghost blocks did not permeate through the basalt bricks to inform me of that. But I have the same setup that I had before. Put on the... Really, dog? That's because that's the wrong crystal. Put on the crystal cluster. And get my ritual activator. A rush of energy flows through the ritual, which means it is activated. So now I just have to wait. Eventually this is going to break the crystal and separate it into each of its individual, like, different types of will. So I'm just going to sit here. Not going to stop recording, but once it happens, I'll be back with you. Well, unfortunately, I missed it. But this is what it looks like when it's actually completed. So it looked like when it got to... I moved the Demon Crucible into the chunk where the ritual is. Let this Demon Will crystal cluster get up to about 5 shards. And once it got to 5 shards, it split off into Demon Will. And each of these apply to a... Oh, let's actually sit down. Here we go. So there's a different type of will. You have corrosive, vengeful, destructive, and steadfast. And these are just used for other basic rituals. But you know what? I think I'm just about done with this. Yeah, I just have to make the Archmage Blood Orb and all of the different runes. So the Rune of Sacrifice, I'm going to make all of these, but I'll explain what each of these are. I'm actually not sure what the charging rune's for, and I have a basic idea of what the orb is for. But the Rune of Sacrifice is just like the Self-Sacrifice, only instead of harming me, it's harming others. So any sort of non-boss mob, standard mob, gets killed with the Rune of Sacrifice around the altar, then it'll fill up the blood altar. Augmented Capacity just applies a multiplier to each of the runes of capacity. Rune of the Orb probably charges up the... it probably charges up the different... the orbs. So, yeah, Rune of the Orb. Some useless thickening ties between Blood Orb Altar Soul Network. Increases the maximum capacity of the Blood Orb filled by the Blood Altar by 2% per rune. So, I have, what is that, 1 million life points right now? So I would just increase it by 2% by having the orb in there. And then, what is the other one? Charging. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So the charging rune, if I put the charging rune by the altar, then, whoa, hello, freeze. So I have the 34 buckets worth of blood altar here. What this will do is the charging rune will actually store an excess of of life essence in the blood altar just for an instantaneous craft of one item. So if I really need like the next sigil up, then it will automatically craft it to me because there's a there's a buffer. But yeah, I'm going to craft all of those, and I'm going to get the tier 5 altar up and running so we can call blood magic complete. Look at this beautiful tier 5 altar. And yeah, the tier 5 altar just requires some beacons, some tier 1 beacons. And I have tricked it out with a bunch of runes, so I don't think... Yeah, I've explained all of the runes to you, but I've added the... Oh, I haven't explained augmented capacity. So what the augmented capacity runes do is they just apply a multiplier to your blood altar, to the actual capacity runes. So I have, yeah, just under 64 buckets of life essence storage in this blood altar, and it's because of the multiplicative... effects of the rune of augmented capacity. But yeah, I have runes of the orb and the runes of sacrifice and more self-sacrifice and speed in there. And yeah, I'm just really digging it. So I am actually, yeah, I'm done with blood magic. Awesome. I also have let my ritual go for a while, and you can see that I have developed about 7 crystals worth of each of the different types of will. And yeah, everything's maxed out. How's my Tartaric gem doing? Oh yeah, doing perfectly. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to call this an episode. I know it's probably like, I don't know, 20, 21 minutes, and it's a rather short episode. But yeah, I just wanted to cover blood magic in this episode. I didn't really have anything else planned. So I am Kelly Engineering. I hope that you enjoyed the episode. And in the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to get into a bunch of automation. Everything related to extended crafting and Avaridia is going to be automated by the end of the episode. Mainly the Infinity Catalysts, because I don't have... Where are you? Yeah, the Infinity Catalysts, I need a lot of them if I'm going to finish all of this quest. Particularly the Chaos Plank and the Creative Chest. So I moved my crafting core all the way over here, and all of the automation is going to go right in this area. mainly for the Infinity Catalyst. But I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.